Fred Kowal from UUP, thanks so much for being here.
Great to be here, Dan. Thank you.
Absolutely, anytime. So UUP is putting its weight behind something called the stock transfer tax, which would basically place a small tax on stock transactions in New York. It's one of several ideas, obviously, for raising revenue for the state. Tell me why UUP is putting its weight behind this one instead of raising taxes on the wealthy or even making some cuts to the budget in certain places.
Well, first and foremost, yeah, we do support raising the tax on millionaires and billionaires. However, we think that the stock transfer tax, for two reasons, makes the most sense. First, it can be put in place quickly. It can generate revenue because the fact is the state already collects the tax, but it rebates it back to those making stock transfers. The second is that it would generate money immediately, which we believe is vitally important given what New York State is facing, not just right now, but because of years, especially in the case of SUNY, for years of flat budgets and very little growth in the SUNY budget, which now becomes more and more important given the fact that our economy is going to have to recover from this depression. And so we're going to need the investment in higher education, probably more now than ever before.
So before we get to SUNY and CUNY, what do you say to the critics of the stock transfer tax who have said that maybe it will cause people to deal their stock transactions somewhere else other than the stock market in New York, and then we won't get that money at all? What do you say to those people?
A couple points. One is that this is a tax that is in place in London, which is another financial capital, and it remains one of the great financial capitals of the world. Hong Kong, the European Union is going to put it in place across the entire community, and also in Switzerland, they have this tax. So it is fairly common. The second is, I think what's important to realize is these transactions, for the most part, are electronic, occurring all over the country. And so therefore, it is a way for New York to make some money back for all of the economic activity that is happening from a distance, but in fact is focused on the New York Stock Exchange. This is our opportunity to tap into the biggest industry in New York State, much like Texas taxes natural gas wells and creates for itself the largest endowment for public higher education in the country. We see this as a way of doing something very similar in New York State.
So like you said, the state would realize revenue immediately from the stock transfer tax, which is really important because of the budget deficit the state is facing right now. It's $14 billion heading into next year. You represent workers at SUNY, and I'm wondering what we know right now about state spending on SUNY. Are we looking at cuts right now? Have there been cuts? What are the finances looking like?
Well, so far, what has occurred is that the state has withheld funding to SUNY, as it has withheld funding to local governments and also, K-12 schools across the board. There has been a withholding of money that was budgeted. At the same time, there is discussion about what could be coming in the next fiscal year in terms of real cuts. Right now, the biggest impact that has occurred is twofold. One is that there has been some reduction, although much smaller than what we have seen occur, for instance, at CUNY, some reduction in the lines of part-time employees, both adjuncts and part-time professional staff. The other thing that has occurred, of course, that is of great concern to us, is that there has not been the funding going forward to compensate people, especially who have worked in our SUNY hospitals, who were dealing with COVID in March, putting their lives on the line, and yet they're among very few hospitals in New York State that have not received hazardous duty pay. That needs to happen. And as a matter of fact, we have our members working in residence halls, in dormitories, where they are also dealing with COVID patients at places like Cortland and previously at Oneonta. These are also frontline workers, and I think the state owes it to them to compensate them for the fact that they're taking on this hazardous duty to keep us all safe during this tough time.
All right, Fred Kowal from United University Professions, thanks so much for being here as always.
Thanks, Dan.